So acceptance and commitment therapy is it's an acceptance and mindfulness-based approach that can be applied to many problems and disorders, including pain. In order to do this, we teach you ways to live in the present, how to let go of certain things, and also how to connect to other things other than your pain. The acceptance of the pain is known to correlate with lower self-rated pain intensity, less rated depression, also less pain-related anxiety, greater physical and social ability, less pain avoidance, and also better work status. Okay, so this quote, I find it quite inspiring. It says that pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice, and the level of suffering can change. Okay, I want to tell you about Susan, and this is her story in her words. So she says, I can begin by saying that I feel disappointed and deserted by medical professionals. I have been let down by everyone in the healthcare services who have promised to help me. I have done everything I was told to do by every sort of healthcare professional, and I am today far worse off than I was at the start. I hurt all over my body, and I am depressed. I feel like I have lost about everything that meant anything to me, all because of my pain. If I could just find a cure, I could start living again. I have tried everything in order to get rid of it. I went on sick leave and avoided the lifting and the stress that was causing my pain. I reduced all demands so that I could give myself a break. I even stopped seeing my friends so that I could completely focus on getting better. Essentially, I put my life on hold in the service of getting rid of my pain. But strangely enough, the opposite happened. The more I gave up and the more I tried to manage my pain, the worse it got and the more depressed I become. Patient. I tried painkillers, antidepressant, muscle relaxers, sleeping pills. I tried physical therapy, massage therapy, acupuncture, and acupressure. I went to a counselor and talked about my pain. I tried to change my way of thinking and be more positive. I tried health food and even went to a healer. And despite having spent the past 2 years doing nothing but trying to get rid of my pain, I have never felt worse. I have more pain now than before. I went for help and I have lost virtually everything in my life. I have lost my job, my self-confidence, and have a small chance of getting back to work. I gained 20 kg and feel bad about myself. I have lost my life. I have lost my friends and my social life. I've lost my sexual interests and my husband is not interested in any intimate relationship with me. I have stopped going to my kids' activities and my relationship with them is worse. I don't have the energy to invite anyone home or even go out if I get invited, so I feel isolated. Right now, I have no hope of ever getting better. I'm sure when you hear Susan's story, many of you at different stage can relate to Susan. The suffering, her thoughts, and her feelings of hopelessness. But how did Susan get better? And I will share some strategies that has helped Susan. Okay, so there were a few key things that helped Susan. Identifying and reconnecting Susan to her valued life direction, examining her verbal barriers, stopping her from moving in these directions, and examining the workability of her current strategy she is using to solve all her problems. So I would like to invite you to maybe try to participate in this part of the presentation as much as you can. Maybe think about this question for a bit. So I would like to put aside, I would like you to put aside your pain for a moment, and I want to hear more about the life you want to live. So let's say that I have a magic wand, and your pain is now gone, how will your life look like? And what would you want your life to stand for? So as you think about the answers in your mind, I will move on to tell you what was important to Susan. Okay,